Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Tales of Telduria Season 2. Um, I know I only have one player here today. I do promise that there are more than just this player today. I do promise that. It's just that the beginning plot for Season 2 is kind of all over the place. So, in relation to this, why don't you introduce yourself and tell people who you are, since I'm sure everyone remembers once you start talking.
Yes. All right. Guys, hello. I am Arthur. You may remember me from the previous TOT campaign, Season 1, or the Yu-Gi-Oh campaign, if your memory goes back that far. And I will be playing Luna. Now, Luna is the
Hold on.
daughter of my... Oh,
Now we can actually begin the music, because I actually accounted for all this.
well, okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said introduce yourself.
Do we do the on-go thing, or do we just start it?
Yes, it would be on go. So, as per usual, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So you know what? Tell us about Luna.
Yes, exactly. So, I will be playing Luna. Luna is the first daughter of my previous character, Reich, the human turned half dragon ninja. And Roxy, the dogfolk bard, who was the sister of Guava and Alice. The greatest bard of all times, by the way. Just had to make sure you all knew that. So,
Totally not biased or anything.
no, why would I be biased? That's
Yeah, why
so
would you
unreasonable
be
for you to
biased
say.
about your in-game wife? I don't know.
And my in-game mom. That sounds wrong if you say them in that order. Anyways. So, Luna is a bit of a loudmouth. She has attitude, she has some pride to her, and, you know, she tells her mind. Like, if there's something bothering her, she will tell you about it. If she thinks you're being wrong, she will tell you about it. Luna doesn't really lie all that much or tell pretty untruths. She's like relatively straightforward in her speech. She does have relatively weak ancestry ties to Kelnor, which is, just her dad who moved to Oddwall, so he doesn't even live there anymore. But she sees herself as a little bit of a Kelnorian, and she'll try to hold on to those honor rules and everything, which later on we'll see may or may not work out all that well. She is an enthusiastic fighter. It is her favorite hobby, fighting and sparring. And yeah, basically, if you accept a sparring match with her, she will just consider you a friend, whether you like it or not. Despite being such an avid fighter, she does not really like the Ardwall arena. Main reason behind that is the ban on magic and most other talents, I'll just call them. Which is to obviously make the arena fights non-lethal. Just, it's kind of not the point of the arena to die there. You just fight for sport, but magic is like half her kit, and she's very proud of her magic. And so being told that she can't use it is kind of... She hates it. She really doesn't like it. She gets very upset by it, and she feels like there's no point if you only... It's essentially a half measure for her. She's fine with it in sparring, with this no magic kind of deal, because you should not get injured in training. Even she sees that. She was very much inspired by the stories her parents told her, which were obviously about their travels, so season 1. And she wants to be like them, very much so. She looks up a lot to Roxy, she looks up to Reich, and she even looks up to Zamanu for being, the legendary dragon and all that. And so she'll do everything in her power to try and be a hero like her parents were. She does also frequently act before she thinks, because up to now she has rarely faced consequences for her actions, since she's naturally a very talented and competent person. And due to her pride, she will also throw social encounters if she feels like somebody has insulted her enough to warrant it. Despite all this, she still has her mother's good heart. She's an extremely loyal person to her friends and family, and she will self-sacrifice to a point for them. And she will also break with Kalnorian honor rules if she feels like they would stop her from being a hero. Luna is a quite intelligent individual. She never struggled at school. She was actually very good at it, despite never putting in any real effort, because she didn't care about it. She always knew, even as a kid, that she wanted to be a hero, and she also knew that school wouldn't help her become a hero. That essentially everything she would learn in school is pretty much useless to her, and everything that she needs to learn, she would learn from people like her father, her mother, Zamanu, and just by discovering it herself. So this led to her, finishing her school life with moderate enthusiasm. The most enthusiastic thing she was about in school was like beating up people who picked on her little sister Tsuki, and people who just insulted her in general, which gave her quite the reputation as a ruffian, which she isn't really that aggressive with normal civilians, but if somebody picks on her sister or is just an asshole in general, she will definitely beat them up. During her last year in school, Luna was kind of looking what to do after graduation. She knew she wanted to be a hero, but she wasn't exactly sure how to go about it. So she talked to a bunch of people. She talked to her father, she talked to her mother. They all gave her a little input, and in the end it looked like joining the mercenary guild would be the ideal way for her to go about it. She didn't really like the idea of just going out, seeing the world, and leaving her little sister Suki behind, who was always mostly dependent on her for a lot of things. And this led to Luna having a conversation with Tsuki, in which Tsuki essentially told her to stop worrying so much. She should live for herself, and Tsuki would be fine learning to be on her own, which eventually came true. So, on her first year after high school, Luna joined the mercenary guild and started doing jobs for them. One very notable job was tracking down a goblin camp whose occupants raided a nearby farm town for its supplies. She coordinated for this job with Turlock, which is her cousin, the son of Razin and Guava, also the first child, and Rosas, who is the first child of Doras, the tiefling war priest we had in our party. During this, Luna became reacquainted with Rosas. They got along pretty well, and they had some conversations. Nothing special. They decided they would meet up for certain other things, smaller things like festivals in the meantime when they had time, but that was about it. In her third year, Luna, she hadn't really found anything better to do yet, so to say, so she just kept pushing for ranks in the mercenary guild. For a certain rank up assignment, she got put in a group with Zerna, who is a high-ranking mercenary member, and also the Archdruid, who essentially shared the druid culture with and a lot of secrets with the general populace. During this little mission, Zerna asked her about her favorite animal, to which she replied a Spinosaurus, just because it was, pretty much the most big and impressive dinosaur she could think of. And Zerna she did a double take. She asked her, are you really sure about that? And at this point, Luna got that she would be working with these animals, but there was her pride getting in the way of her again, and she said, oh, she was absolutely sure. She did not lie. So she got sent to take 10 Spinosaur teeth, which went moderately well. She succeeded in her task, returned to Zerna, and Zerna gave her the approval to take the next test and a small necklace that was made with all the teeth she gathered. The rank up test itself was no problem for her, since it was a 1 versus 1 fight, which she basically specializes in, and she very quickly beat up her opponent. And the next year, I guess the start of change would come for her life, so to say. She took another rank up job, which was in Dunamon, this is where she met Alistair for the first time. Her task was relatively simple. It was just to kill a bunch of bandits who attacked and killed a certain guild contractor who had the sigil for her rank up. She went on this mission, she found the bandit camp, and tried luring these bandits one by one. She got one person separated from the group and even managed to ambush him, but she immediately took a critical hit and had to retreat after basically beating this one singular bandit. So she limped back to camp, her ego was bruised, and this was the first time she really had to face the consequences of her action. Of course, the only conclusion she came from that was that she wasn't strong enough and that she needed more training. And later that year, she also came back for another mission there, which was relatively similar, but this time she was allowed to bring out people to help her, for which she picked Rosas again and Kine, Dimtail, to help her along the way, and a few others. I think Turlock was among them again. This time they managed to beat the bandits, and Luna got her approval, and at the end when they came back, she had a little chat with Alistair, because it was getting kind of obvious that he likes her. He was flirting with her a lot, and at first she kind of hoped he was just being overly friendly, because there is a certain backstory with Alistair and Luna's parents, where Raik was in the group that spared Estelle, who actually killed Alistair's father, so he is holding quite the grudge, and it was a very uncomfortable situation for Luna. But she talked to him, and he insisted that he was really into her, and since Luna was also kind of attracted to him, I would say in the end, she agreed that, okay, they could date a bit, they could see if they're a good match for each other, and so that was what happened in the last year until now. They went on several smaller dates, and in the end, in a bigger date, Luna decided from everything she learned about him that he's not a bad person. He's very idealistic, sometimes to the point of naivete, but he's a good person at heart, and she really likes him, so she decided, yeah, they should just become girlfriend, boyfriend, and be a full-blown couple. Let's see, what else is there? Yes, so during the previous years, a NPC from the previous campaign called Gleam went missing, who was the person who, with the townspeople, actually rescued the party from a cultist trap that they fell into. So for Luna, that was a little opportunity to return the favor. Gleam saved her. She goes back and saves Gleam. She was very happy that Alistair brought this little mission to her, and she rounded up quite a lot of the children of the old party, and they, as a big group, went into a bandit cave, took out all the bandits, and got Gleam out of there unharmed. Mostly unharmed. A bit later, she tried to convince Alistair into going on a diplomatic visit to Kelnor. Not much came out of it. Alistair made friends with one of the princes of Kelnor, and Luna sparred with Estella, who is one of the princesses of Kelnor, to which Luna now obviously considers Estella friends. I'm pretty sure Estella does not feel the same way about Luna, but that is how life goes for her. She's a little bit naive like that sometimes. When they talked to the king himself, they learned that there were multiple acts of sabotage already happening on behalf of some of the Teldurian council members to steer the two nations onto the trajectory of war, which was also the reason why Kane was very irritated to see them in the first place. Alistair didn't quite believe that. Luna was way more ready to believe that, because from her father she heard that Kane was a trustworthy man. So Alistair decided to, bring these accusations up in the council, to which Luna vehemently disagreed, and at least managed to distract him for one more day before he did. Now she is a little bit paranoid that he may be in danger, since if most of the council wants war and he wants peace, and now he also knows, or at least has a hint, that they are up to something shady. They might see him as an obstacle and try to take him out. She's confident in his ability in a straight up fight, but everybody is vulnerable to getting tricked, ganged up on, or something in that manner. And that's where she is right now, trying to have another relaxed, nice date with her boyfriend.
Hooray. Clap, clap, clap. Good job. You talked for 16 minutes and 25 seconds. Do you feel accomplished?
It is basically perfect. You said 15 minutes, and I managed to do 15 minutes plus minus 10%.
My projection was that everyone involved will probably only talk for about 15 minutes. That's going to be my guess, but I did give them a 30-minute slot if they needed it. But yeah, that is Luna. And for context, I was running a West Marches style text-only campaign between Season 1 and Season 2 called the Interim Campaign, and those were all the events that happened during them. And as you can see, the characters over here on the right. Full-on character art by Sin. Hooray, clap, clap, clap.
Yes, look at my beautiful daughter.
So to reiterate, Luna is currently in Dun Aemon, which is where Alistair lives, to go on another date. But I'm going to expand it a little bit. I'll say that Luna has been on vacation for about 2 weeks. She works hard in the guild, and Turlock is excelling, whereas she is not, but that's okay, because she's getting laid and he isn't. No, you're not going to laugh at that. I thought that was kind of funny.
Look, I'm specifically holding it in, so I'm not interrupting you. I'm sorry, man.
So, yeah, she's been just on break for the last 2 weeks. This would be within the last couple of days for that vacation. As for the first week, I don't really know what they would have done, outside of each other. Maybe they went on a couple of hikes together. Maybe they did a nearby mission. I'm sure he would have done two hilariously autistic things. The first one is introduce her to his favorite tabletop of choice, which may or may not be a Warhammer insert because I think it'd be funny. And
It would be funny.
And I don't know, probably seeing like some kind of public execution.
Damn, that is incredibly autistic. Like, the public execution is worse than the Warhammer.
Wait, how is that one autistic?
Hey, look at this fine example of justice served. Okay, yeah, shut up and kiss me already.
Oh, you don't actually understand the historical context. No, executions actually used to be family events.
No, that was fucked up, man.
No, they genuinely used to be events that you would just gather around because not only was it free, but it even had like vendors and whatnot. Granted, that came second, but people would go and see executions because it was free, especially if they were a high-end criminal finally getting their due diligence or due justice. And then people started showing up with food because that's when people would gather, and it just turned into this whole family gathering / humiliation ritual for the condemned.
No, they're selling headless gingerbread man.
I'm sure that was a thing at one point. But as for today, I would say that you probably would have woken up as the sun got up, sat down and ate a small breakfast, probably, if only due to the fact that Alistair promised to show you absolutely everything over these last 2 weeks that were important to him growing up. You would have obviously seen the house that he lives in, which, you know, the house of his adoptive father that he inherited. But that one you're already familiar with. Showing you the various shops, again, you know, the execution, his funny little game room where he gets to play Commander, and then teaching you how to play the game rules with him and everything else.
Yeah, I'm sure Luna plays the equivalent of orcs.
Plays the equivalent of orcs. Are you sure not the Tau?
No.
Why
They're
not?
campers. This is the opposite thing of what she would like to do. She wants to run in and beat people over the head. She doesn't want to sit back and blink at them.
Are you sure she wouldn't pick the Blood Angels or some edgy bullshit like that?
Maybe if there's a dragon-themed army.
Well, is there? I don't play 40k. I know you do, because you're a fucking weeb.
I don't have that kind of disposable income.
Well, I say play in big air quotes. I know that you know enough information about it that if you could, you would. Excuse you, I didn't come here for my faction to be shat on and pick a better faction. I don't know.
I'm very sorry, I don't actually hate Tau. I'm just making fun of them.
It's okay. I make fun of every single faction. I call them all shit because I find it amusing to rage bait people.
Oh, Blood Angels. Yeah, you're just angry, that's fine.
Alright, but to continue. Today he would have promised that, he would have taken you to a farm. Along the way, Alistair would have explained to you that after his father died, and he grieved for several months, that one of the castle helps would have taken him to this farm to try and get his mind off of things. And for roughly a decade, his quote-unquote job was to actually raise baby animals on this farm. And while, chickens don't live that long, and the cows, pigs, and sheep that he took care of died not that long ago, he does have one animal left there, which is an incredibly old horse. But he's probably going to hold off on showing you that, because the question that he would ask you is how much you personally know about farms.
To which she thinks for a moment, and she would probably reply something like, "So if the dinosaurs in the Fanglands in the Druid Grove don't count, then I know nothing at all. But I do know the dinosaurs."
To which he would stammer a bit and go, those aren't really farms.
No, I guess, but they're still kind of domesticated.
Yes, but those aren't really farms. They're not deliberately raised to be eaten.
Oh, I guess they aren't. Well then, show me. And she kind of just bumps like into his side.
Okay, well, while we do have some dogs and cats on the farm, they're mostly there to either help herd the animals or kill the pests. But they do have some sheep, goat, rabbits, pigs, chickens, cows, and I think they recently picked up some ducks. So, what would you like to see first?
Ooh, let's start with the small ones. Let's go with the chickens first.
You want to go see the chickens? Okay, I can do that. To which he'll walk through the farm, and as you go through the entrance, waving at the people who own it, pause for a moment so that he can explain what's going on, to which they allow you through, and he takes you into the back corner of the farm where they have several hen houses hanging around, and he'll quickly go into a small shed that's nearby and come out with a bucket that's half filled with various granules and types of seeds, to which he'll hand it to you, and he won't say anything as he does so, but he'll motion for you to dig your hand in and turn it around to summon the chickens from from inside.
Okay, so Luna will reach her hand into the bucket, pick out some of the seeds and corns, and hold her hand up and cast the new magic spell he just taught her, which is apparently summon chicken.
You have to swirl your hand in the bucket. You don't hold it up. The whole point is to make noise to summon the chickens.
Well, then she decides to execute the somatic components correctly and rattles the insides of the bucket.
Why are you detailing it like a nerd? All right, you know what? Here are your chickens. The chickens are summoned.
Jesus.
Well, chickens, are you gonna say anything?
I'm a chicken. Should I say? Should I say anything?
I thought you were gonna make animal noises today. I thought that was the whole point.
That's fair. Hey, I'm walking here as one chicken pushes out all the other chickens so they can get to the bucket first.
Luna just looks at the chicken, thinks for a moment, and then is like, "Oh yeah, I think that's normal for chickens." And she just picks up some seeds and throws them down in front of the chicken. Here you go, little buddy. Have some food, have some food. And then she tries to give all the other chickens that were pushed out of the way some.
The moment you, drop the feed onto the ground, all the chickens start swarming it, and it becomes a minor free-for-all where they're all fighting each other to get to the seed, because their greed surpasses even women.
Surpasses even women.
Luna just looks at Alistair and she's like, Hey, look, that's exactly like the baby Spinosaurs when I throw some rations at them.
Jesus.
Well, yes, I think most children act like that.
Well, I think they should have some more so they don't need to fight. Here you go. She throws some more.
They notice that you are throwing them from the bucket. How tall is Luna?
5'8". I don't know
5'8",
the conversion and correct measurements, but you know what 5'8" means.
I'd like to think that the chickens know that you're throwing it from the bucket, and it doesn't really seem like you're trying to protect the bucket. Shut the fuck up, Damon. And the chickens start to swarm not only around where you drop the feed, but where you are, and they start slowly jumping on top of each other in a very haphazard manner to try and get at least one of them to jump into the bucket.
Alright, the chickens need to make an acrobatics check. They get a +6 bonus.
Okay. A +6? Jesus.
They are chickens.
They are chickens.
The chicken ladder is a powerful thing.
Alright, so
Except it's probably not.
The chickens are not particularly successful in this regard.
The chickens then topple over, and a majority of them look really sad.
Luna just raises the bucket a little bit more, like you do when like a small child tries to like snatch candy from you. You just hold it a little bit higher.
Smile.
All the chickens start angrily squawking, and then one of the chickens is on the floor making seed angels.
You need to wait your turn. Everybody will get some, but no jumping.
Says the chicken.
Says the chicken.
No back talk. Do they usually do this?
No!
Normally they can't speak at all, says Alistair, looking down at the chicken, which makes me think that one of the children came in here not that long ago and cast a temporary spell to allow them to speak.
That must be my magical aura.
I can...
And she reaches into the bucket again and throws some more.
I can assure you that it is not you.
They're guzzling it.
I don't like the imagery of a chicken
They're guzzling it.
seed.
They're guzzling.
Guzzling seed, yeah, sure. Nice. Alright, cool, great.
You told me I could be here.
You know, the only thing that I can hope is that my audio is good, because while I did test it, I did forget to check a couple of other things, but...
Hey, there you go. Damon's got it. The Bok Bok 9000.
The Bok Bok 9000. Yeah, you're the Bok Bokinator is what you are.
They're straight guzzling it.
After Luna throws out a couple of more feed, he'll gently tap the bucket, indicating that you should stop. And he goes, chickens are one of those types of animals where if you keep feeding them, they'll keep eating until they die. So, it's probably best if you stop here.
Oh, and she takes the hand out of the bucket and then she just looks down at the chickens. That is very, very stupid. You should not kill yourself.
All the chickens stop moving and they slowly turn their heads to look up at you and not say anything.
I like how you have to specify not say anything. And hello, Natra. Nice to see you again.
I do.
That's right. You've listened to me. Good chickens? Yeah, I'll just go with that.
Alistair will then take the bucket and put it in the shed before locking the door. Actually, just put it in the shed, and while he hangs out the door to look at you again, he'll ask where you would like to go next.
Well, you did say you had sheep. I think I want to say the sheep.
The sheep. I thought you wanted to start with smaller things. You don't want to see the ducks.
Are they nearby?
I would assume so. There's a pond over there.
I would say let's go swimming, but I think that's the duck swimming pool. So let's just go over there.
And
Let's just go see the ducks.
I think the larger issue would be you undressing in front of me and then us not continuing the tour. Not so much that it's their swimming pool.
Oh no. Anyway.
He'll then pull out a small stack of bread from the shed. It's very stale, but he will hand it off to you as he leads you over to the duck pond.
She knocks on it for the hollow sound you get when you knock on hard bread.
I said stale, not hard bread.
What the fuck? What? I'm sorry, you can knock on bread? Bread can get that hard?
Hardtack.
Bread can
dear.
get very hard.
Do you not know what hardtack is?
No. The hardest kind of bread I've ever had is sourdough. What the
She doesn't know
You
what
can't
hardtack
you still
is.
can't knock on sourdough.
Yeah, have you ever have just like old bread, like a few weeks old bread?
No.
That shit's hard as stone.
What? Anyway, I'm gonna turn into a duck now.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it, Sin.
What? What is wrong? Anyway, the ducks are very happily swimming in the pond.
So what do these ducks do? I think the chickens lay eggs. What do the ducks do? I mean, they also lay eggs, but do you eat duck eggs?
You can. Though they don't lay eggs the way that chickens do. The main reason to keep ducks is that they actually help get rid of a lot of insect-related pests. Cats hunt mice, ducks hunt mosquitoes, as an example. But they are also mostly kept so that they can be slaughtered for their meat.
No. Maybe I shouldn't feed them all that much, so they have some appetite left for the mosquitoes.
Much like chickens, they will also eat until they die, so this is why I gave you that. That should be more than enough for all of them. Am I still quiet? I can turn up my microphone even more. Is that a little bit better, Lamp? I turned up my microphone more.
The ducks are just swimming. They're going quack, quack, quack.
And Luna just breaks up some pieces of the bread. Get a few crumbs of varying sizes in her hand, and then just addresses the ducks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Your food is here. Watch it. And then she just launches a handful of breadcrumbs in their general direction.
I'd imagine that a handful is quite a lot of bread. The moment they see the bread fly through the air and land into the pond, they all spread their wings and start, like, fast waddling, I guess. Like, fast wading because they're in the water. And they just all start ducking their heads into the water to try and pick up the bread.
Feel like
She just what?
feel the ducks' veggies like peas, not bread. What?
You're not supposed to feed them bread.
Oh, feed. No, you can feed them bread. That's fine.
You can't feed them bread, they'll bloat.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
What are you gonna say? That you don't want bread? You're holding me at gunpoint
All right,
right
fine.
now.
The ducks eat the bread, killing themselves.
You're holding me at gunpoint right now. So bread is
They all die
Why are you like this?
instantly.
Instantly.
Yeah, we have yeast-free bread or something. I don't know what to tell you.
Better
You know,
than
they have
feeding pigeons
gluten-free in
rice.
fantasy.
Yeah, it's magically bread.
That sounded like a sex joke.
Luna voice? Maybe.
What the fuck?
The ducks stow away their guns and they eat the bread.
Alistair, we'll make a note not to feed them too much, because apparently ducks bloat if you feed them bread and they turn into grenades.
Well, I heard of whale that at some point. Never ducks, but
It is at this point that a large round duck starts waddling through the large tall grass and sees the rest of the ducks. This duck is clearly exceptionally bloated, but it is handling the size very well, and it slowly and very, very slowly starts wading through the water towards the other ducks. And when the ducks see this large duck, they back up like it's a king, and they let the big duck eat the bread.
And what does this duck sound
Boy.
like?
Bread.
Luna just goes back, tapping Alistair's shoulder. Is that normal duck pack behavior? Do they normally
the ducks
do
go
that?
quack, 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 and then the big one goes, bread.
I am completely unsure about this. And then from behind, they hear the faint meow of an incredibly old cat.
Oh, you want me to? Okay, all right.
Luna's ear immediately twitches in the direction of the cat. And she
Wait
turns
a
around.
minute. Baby, can you say something for a moment?
No.
Ah, I see what you did. I see what you did. You fucking little goblin.
And she just goes,
Why did I allow you to do this?
Kitty! And immediately turns around and
You can clearly see
Slowly-
that this cat is probably close to being 20 years old. It's just making noise, and it's barely moving towards you. It wobbles as it walks, and, it meows from time to time. To which you watch as Alistair leans down and very calmly picks it up and says, This is one of the few that has survived since I was a kid. Their name is Vampers.
Aw, hello baby. She pats the cat.
Meow.
Yeah, she has a very deep voice due to the fact that she is so old.
Meow.
What a dignified response. You know I speak catfolk, right? I think cats speak that too, or maybe we're just talking in like completely different accents and missing the point here. Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Why are you doing this? I don't want to hear any of this anymore.
Meow. Meow.
Also, that's not how catfolk sound, and no, catfolk don't talk to cats.
Meow.
I don't care.
Could you please make this instance actually have the cat understand catfolk and Luna in turn understanding that the cat is just saying a slur?
You know what? We'll have
Meow.
Luna roll sense motive. How about that?
Meow.
Perfect. That's so great.
Meow.
So great. Luna being the child of a cat and a dog is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
God.
Which Catan makes fun of all the time. Oh, you understand the slur. Meow.
Apparently, you understand this. You understand not only that you are being slurred, but because of this nat 20, you can perfectly understand this cat calling you a slur. To which I would say that my wife is allowed to say this slur, but I know for a fact which slur it is, and if she were to say it, I would immediately get demonetized.
Meow.
Luna just stops petting the cat, looks at Alistair, and he sees her ears slowly drooping and her face slowly getting sad, and she's just like, he is so mean to me.
Why are you crying, pussy? You understand this cat now, so I can talk.
Why is your cat so mean?
I have no idea what you mean. She's like 21 years old. She's probably just
Meow.
saying hello.
No, she just called me a very mean insult.
Cat
Now
folk.
the
a
cat's
loser.
just saying meow.
Catfolk can't talk to cats. It's not even close to being the same dialect. I think you're imagining things, dear. And he'll gently put the cat back down on the ground.
Just so you know, every time he comes here, he pets my butt, and then she walks away.
Hey, he's only allowed to do that to me. I'm watching you.
Meow.
Yeah, right. And she just
She-
backs off from the cat.
It's just like, this girl's schizophrenic. Talk to an actual cat.
Would you like to see the rabbits next? I think it's actually feeding time for them.
Yeah, I guess I can't understand
Oh yeah, it's feeding
when
time.
they insult me.
Oh no! Why?
They are very hungry.
Why are you speaking like a Discord mod?
Please feed me.
God. Alright,
Oh.
you make your way over to the rabbit enclosure, and there you see one of the workers. They are carrying various types of vegetables for the rabbit, most notably cabbage, to which Alistair stops them for a moment. You watch him talk back and forth with the help before the cabbage itself is pretty much just ripped in half, and half of it is given to him. To which he moves back over to you and hands it to you. So you can feed the rabbits if you wish. You just peel off a layer of the lettuce here and hand it over. Just be careful of their teeth. While they're not aggressive, they are rodents after all.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't really care if they're biting what's in my hand or my hand. Or at least they don't have the requisite dexterity to change that.
Honey, can you please make a roll to see if it's the explosive diarrhea cabbage?
No, because
What the-
Indians don't exist in this world. So,
The fuck?
You? What the fuck?
Well, anyone?
it's my fantasy world. I get to make the rules.
You fucking. Okay, I'm sorry, Damon. I can't ship myself on stream today.
Lina will start taking the leaves off the lettuce. And she's like, you know I cooked before. You know, I'm not completely incompetent.
I didn't say anything about cooking. I'm just telling you to watch your fingers, since they might bite them off, since they're kind of stupid.
One of the
Legit.
rabbits that's in front of you their eyes start to drift apart, but they immediately refocus when they realize you are still in fact holding food.
And she's like, oh, there's that. Okay. And then she just casts Mage Hand and feeds the rabbit with Mage Hand lettuce.
They don't mind. It's lettuce. They'll just eat. And I do the mount chitty crown chitty.
Just remember to go slow. If you startle them, they have a tendency to eat each other.
I am as careful and graceful as a cat.
I thought
Maybe.
you were a dog.
Yes, but still. I'm very graceful. You know this.
Why did you put a meme in the bot channel?
So you could see it. It's relevant.
Goodness. Roll an acrobatics check, Luna.
Sure, acrobatics check. Now watch me fail my best check.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh, what happens here? Do I have to roll cannibalism?
I genuinely don't know, because
What?
I didn't expect a nat 1. Like, even if you rolled a 2, you would have been fine, because...
I got it! Watch me fail my best check on my character
okay. Since
sheet.
you're using Mage Hand, I don't know. Since you're using Mage Hand, you use that, and you rip off another piece of the lettuce, and you go to a different rabbit, and try and feed it that way. To which, as the hand gets closer, the rabbit tries to smell it, leans in, leans back, leans in, leans back, before making this guttural, screaming screech of some kind, and then just falls to the side dead.
What the?
Oh, what? She tries to check the rabbit. Is it still breathing? Is he okay?
Alistair looks at the rabbit, who is now very clearly dead, and he says, I think you spooked it with your mage hand.
Rabbits do
Oh,
not
man.
actually, they can't conceive magic, so they're just like, oh my god, and then they die.
Well, we have food for today, if you would like rabbit stew.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds really good, actually.
He'll turn to the help and chat with them for a little bit, hand over a couple of pieces of gold, and when they're done feeding the rabbits, they take out the dead one so that they can go and dress it properly and shave off all the meat
Jesus
and
fucking Christ.
everything else for the both of them. He goes, okay, well, you mentioned sheep. Would you like to see that?
She just nod. She looks a little bit depressed. And she just takes his hand, and then she's like, "Dear, I hunted its dinner for today."
Yes, you did a very good job. And he'll pat the top of your head. You didn't even use a weapon this time. Very talented. I think
You
your
would
sheep's a
usually
little too
gang at
large,
this.
dear. So, he moves you over to the other side of the farm, and he'll motion to this large hill, and you'll see a shitload of sheep just grazing out on the hill. And you stop at the nearby fence, to which he'll look over at you and he'll go, do you want to pet one of them? I can send a dog up to herd them close to you.
Do they also die when they get spooked?
Yeah. But only temporarily.
think we-
It's just like with goats. They kind of fall over for a couple of seconds and then come back.
Oh, that sounds kind of funny, actually.
It is very amusing, but try not to do it on purpose.
Would never. I'm not mean
Yes,
most
you
of the
are.
time.
I have watched you torture several people. It was hot, but you are very cruel.
Well, it's just because they were mean.
My point still stands. However, you didn't answer the question.
Yes, please.
Okay. To which he'll then whistle extremely loud, and a dog will arrive. Of course.
Oh.
So this fucked up, neurotic creature of a dog bounds up to where Alistair is, and Alistair will kneel down and pet the top of his head and go, alright, I need you to bring one. Okay? Just one. Can you bring me one? Why does
What?
Luna
Yeah.
have two stock sprays now?
The dog is clearly very happy to be there, and it focuses its eyes onto Alistair holding up his hand going one sheep, and then it goes "Ruff," and it starts bounding away, to which you see the vague shapes of the sheep, and they're all like moving in like a wave, and slowly one of them gets separated, and a sheep does in fact get herded toward you. To which the dog returns and asks for a treat.
Alistair, having thought ahead, does have a couple of dog treats, to which he'll hand 2 of them over to Luna.
And then she'll take them and take the first one and show it to the dog, and then throw it up in the air so he can catch it.
The dog sees the treat and is incredibly focused, and when the treat starts to slowly, when it's on the descent, its nose stretches to unimaginable lengths and catches the treat as it retrieves back the treat and eats it.
Oh god, it's that one shark that has like its jaw detachable.
No,
Yeah, but it's not
she's
the
just
jaw
referencing
detaching.
Missile.
It's a missile.
And then she throws the second one in the exact same manner.
It does the same thing.
Good boy.
The dog is Smile.
He'll then pull out a couple of, a very small hand-sized bushel of straw and hands that over to Luna. And he'll motion at the sheep and go, "Yeah, you can use this to try and keep it still if you wish to pet it."
And then Luna will use her one hand to hold the straw in front of the sheep and the other to pat its back to feel the wool.
The sheep will,
Hold on. Handle animal.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You gotta roll to see if you cast Heart Attack on it.
That's wisdom based, right?
The handle animal? No, it's charisma.
Charisma, that's funny.
It does not kill me, right?
Yeah, you are a little spooked, but you do appreciate the gesture of food and being pet.
Yes, to which sheep will just go bah and then eat the hay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What else do you have to tell me? She asks the sheep as she keeps petting it.
Please don't take my wool again. It is very cold out here.
She just freezes. Looks at Alistair. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Okay, I'm going insane. I'm slowly going insane. She says while she keeps petting the sheep.
I need my wool to survive the winter. It is coming. It's coming for us all.
No, you don't. It's summer. You will die if you keep it on. You stupid ass. No.
It's coming for my wool. It is coming for my children.
You have like 4 more months. You're gonna be fine.
Must prepare for the winter season.
Okay, then eat some more.
Nah, and it eats the hay.
Are you enjoying your time here?
She nods. She's very confused, but she nods. I don't think I understand this job very much, but well, this must have been tough for you.
Raising the animals and feeding them? No. The worst part about it is that you smell bad afterwards.
Well, that's easy to take care of.
True. So, we have a couple of other places. We have goats, we have cows, we have pigs. because we'll see the horse last.
Well, the goats are kind of like sheep, right? So they
Yeah.
should be next, I think.
They're just a lot more skittish. Thankfully, I have the piece of celery for that if you wish to feed them. He'll preemptively hand that over and then move to where the goats are.
He holds it behind her back so the sheep don't see it and want the piece. Or the singular sheep doesn't see it and wants a piece.
This looks awful. Why did I trust you with this?
Why don't you like it?
Luna looks at the goat. Hello, Timothy.
It's Jimothy.
No, it's Timothy. Jimothy is the raccoon thing. Also, this was Timothy, like, back in... Fuck, I think it was 22. I think 22 is when that goat became a meme.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Regardless, you make your way over to where the goats are, which is a small enclosure. There's not a lot of goats. And he'll motion for you. It's like if you just wave the food around, I'm sure at least one of them will come over. Probably one of the kids.
She does try to wave it a bit around, though it kind of looks more like what the people with the glow sticks do at concerts.
I don't know what you're
Which-
talking about.
I'm sorry, my husband's not cultured. Anyway, the green does actually catch the attention of like a couple of kids, and they slowly make their way over toward you. Thankfully, you're standing in one spot, so it's not particularly intimidating. So they stop at about like 1 foot away from you, and they simply look up at you expectantly.
What noise do they make?
They haven't made a noise yet. They're not comfortable enough to make a noise yet. You tell they're very stressed.
Yeah, they look very stressed.
I wonder why.
Yeah, because Luna's here.
Your goats are a very common animal to put in like one of those playpens, and like children aren't very gentle.
Luna just breaks the celery into 3 pieces because now there's suddenly 3 goats, and she tries to hand them out somewhat evenly.
To which the kids start to chew on the celery. There's nothing wrong with it. They like it a lot. In fact, one of them turns back to the other goats and goes, "Ah!" And they all start slowly making their way over.
Luna takes her hand and presses her ears down because they are sensitive and this is very loud. Why is he screaming so much? Is he supposed to be screaming that much? Do they communicate like that? I don't think they communicate like that.
I think I killed God.
No, I
Yeah,
just spaced
I think
out
he
for
broke.
a moment. Could you repeat that?
He spaced out when I screamed.
Luna presses down her ears with her hands because the screams are piercing her eardrums. And she looks to Alistair and she's like, is that normal? Do they communicate like that? Are they supposed to say that? That's very loud. My ears hurt.
Usually it's louder. It's not as loud because they're kids.
Oh, I think we should get out of here. I don't think I want to get screamed at again.
Did you feed them the celery yet?
Yes, all out. And she shows him her empty hands.
I see. Well, here you go. And he hands you another one.
Oh, she starts splitting that one up and feeding them again.
Roll
They are
She
very
tries.
happy. Oh God! Why are you making?
roll handle animals.
I'm rolling. Okay.
There's a chance you not want.
enter.
There's a chance they die.
All right, they're perfectly fine. You do not spook them.
She's slowly reaching her hand out to pet like one of their heads.
The kid that has initially interacted with you, actually lightly bumps into your hand. It's a gesture of affection. It's not particularly hard or anything.
And then she pats its head a bit, and then she moves her hand back a bit, and then she's like, do it again.
Smile.
Well,
I guess she's just staring at that goat now.
where would you like to go?
Smile at you.
Next should be the pigs, and then we go see the cows. Yes, that's the plan I'm making. Very intelligent person, by the way. I just wanted to make sure you all remember that.
Yeah, we remember.
And she gets up and starts following him again.
So where would you like to go? I believe it is pigs and cows left before we visit the horse.
Yes, we go to the pigs first.
Okay.
Yippee!
The pigs we don't have to feed, simply due to the fact that they might take your hand off. Thanks, dear.
I don't know why you.
I don't think people are going to understand this layered joke.
How are they not going to understand?
Because
I'm
not
the
only
most
is this the
iconic
ASMR, not only is this the ASMR lady, but you're doing Peppa Pig on top of it, and it took me a while to get that it was Peppa Pig.
How?
Because it's a
Peppa
human
Pig.
face.
Yeah, Peppa Pig's drip is iconic.
You make your way over to the pigs, with Alistair leading the way. And you can see that they're already in the process of eating from their little slop bins, to which he'll say, you can go in if you want to. You can stand on top of them if you wish, or just pet them and whatnot. Just be very careful to not lay down.
I don't think I want to lay down on that ground, but well, thanks for the warning.
It is because since they're in the process of eating, if you lay down, they'll also continue eating.
I don't want to lay down in there, irregardless of the threat of being eaten. Even if there was no danger of being eaten, I would not lay down in there.
Irregardless isn't a word, dear.
Well, how do you know? Have you read the entire dictionary?
Yes.
When did you have time for that?
I had a lot of time growing up.
How bored were you, you poor boy? She pets his head instead.
Well, I wanted to make sure that I was educated, unlike a lot of other individuals who migrate into territories they're unfamiliar with.
Yeah, okay, call me out that I didn't give a shit about school.
You can be better, dear.
She frowns. It goes to the pigs.
We only have two, if I recall correctly, George and Georgette. When you pet them, make sure that you slap really hard, otherwise they won't really feel you.
Okay.
It's kind of like a cat slap.
I suppose she will use all her 12 strength to try and make the pig feel the pet.
Sure, go ahead, roll strength.
Use that 20 so you can turn it into a fried pork. How hard and how fast do you have to slap?
You didn't roll.
You didn't
Fuck.
roll it properly. God,
Oh
that
my
was so funny. You imagine you pet it and it instantly gets cured.
The pig likes the petting.
Can I roll a
Perfectly
1d20 to see if I will evolve into a boar?
No. No, you cannot. Why are you like this?
I don't think pigs evolve with affection.
They
I
can
don't
do
think
that.
that's their mechanic.
They
They
don't.
can.
They need to be in the wild for like half a year.
Then they turn into a different creature.
Oh my god. Alright.
If
You're
you
being
abandon
pet,
an Eevee,
you
that's
like
what
it.
happens.
What do you make? What noise do you make, huh? What do you do? Miss Peppa Pig.
It purrs.
Okay, then make the noise.
I'm making the noise. It's not getting picked up by my mic.
Then you're not making the noise properly.
Damn.
No.
Well, these are the pigs.
It chuffs. It chuffs like a big cat.
Okay, then make the noise. Yeah, I don't know if we heard you. Could you try again?
Stupid bitch ass motherfucker.
Okay, that's the noise now.
I'm trying. It's not getting picked up. I don't know why it picks up my whispering, but it doesn't pick up my chuffing. My chuffing is objectively louder.
Yeah, I don't know
It
if we
evolves
can
into
hear ya.
D20 number of wild boars.
Now I'm reminded of the boar pasta.
I'm also reminded of the boar pasta. Now I'm extremely upset.
I'm sorry, pasta is an actual food or is it copy pasta?
No, actual food. There's this place that we went to and with Shame's mom, and she suggested that I try the pasta, and I saw like boar ravioli, and I was like, oh, I love ravioli. Sure, it's wild boar ravioli. They says it's like $30, but okay, all right, we'll give it a try. Right? It's a fancy restaurant. Maybe it's really good. They did say wild boar, so I'm assuming it's really good. And then the plate arrives and there are 5 pieces of ravioli. 5 pieces of ravioli on there.
I like how you keep increasing the price every single time you talk about this. It was $25.
Is it not $30?
It was $25.
Was it 25? $5? I thought it was $6
No,
a piece.
It was $5 a piece.
Okay, $5 a piece. Fuck it. It's still way too expensive for what it was actually worth. And it tasted so bland. You're right. I am just accounting for inflation. Boar pasta makes me upset, but the pigs like the pets.
Well, they seem very calm.
Yes, they are. Like I said, right now they're feeding. But unfortunately we can't get anything from them. Pork is my favorite of all the meats, but I cannot ask for one of these to be slaughtered. We can get
Yeah, because
some
there's
fresh
only
milk,
2 of
though.
them.
Would you like fresh milk?
Good. Yes, please. That sounds really good right now.
Would you like to milk the cow yourself?
I can try.
Sure. Then let's go visit the cows, and he'll lead you
Oh
over
God,
to the
I
cows.
hope you not one.
What the fuck? I thought-
Oh, there's a lot of milk in that one.
Well, you wanted to milk the cow.
You make your way over to the barn, and it most certainly smells like one. To which he'll walk up to a nearby cow. He'll do so slowly, talking calmly, saying hello to it, gently petting at its neck and patting its side very, very calmly and very confidently. To which what sound does the cow make?
Moo.
You can be saucier than that.
Okay, all right. You told me to stop making that noise, so I stopped it. But if you really want me, moo.
So that is the canonical noise of the cow. It's the sassy moo.
Moo.
So, while I did not raise this cow, I did raise the mother of this cow. She is quite enjoyable to be around, though she is a bit of a character.
Moo.
He'll then bring over a bucket and a stool and show you to sit down. And on the other side, he will get a stool for himself, and he'll show you the process of how to actually milk a cow for its milk. So you grab here at the base, don't squeeze. It'll come out more or less naturally, and you just kind of... He pauses for a moment and licks his lips, trying to think of the best way to describe it without it turning into a sex joke. And you can clearly see that he's trying to say it without turning it into a sex joke, and he'll go, fuck it. And you stroke it while squeezing it, okay? Not too tightly, not too hard. It'll come out naturally just as long as you just give it a little stroke, okay? And then you point at him, shut up.
Luna just smiles. And then she says, oh, you see me grinning if the cow wasn't blocking our view.
No.
You took real long to say that.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Because I knew exactly what you were going to say, pervert.
Yeah, well, you like it.
Yeah.
Then she starts doing as instructed.
Alright, roll handle animal.
Please not once, so you kill this cow.
So you killed the cow? Oh no!
You ripped the udder off.
What
oh, no,
the
you
fuck?
Well, Luna is very good at stroking. What can I say?
Death by chafing.
Jesus fuck. A nat 20. I don't know, make the same mooing sound, but you're coming at the same time. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, there we go. To which Alistair will look at the cow and then lean over to the side and look at you and go, what?
Yeah, very good at that. She just smiles innocently.
Well, there's your fresh milk, dear.
The cow lights a cigarette.
We should get some glasses or bottles.
Is anyone in the audience watching on TV?
Well, you didn't
Please
fill
don't
the bucket.
immediately
You
go to mobile right now with headphones. It only gets worse from here.
Well, you didn't fill the bucket. You only put in enough, probably I would say, for 2 or 3 people to drink throughout the whole day. So we can just take the bucket with us and you can drink from that. We'll be here for a little while anyway.
Alright, well, if you say so. And she just tries a few ways of holding the bucket so she doesn't just spill milk on her face and look like a big idiot.
Alice will calmly take the bucket from you before you spill it everywhere. And you'll just hold it from the bottom, like it's a large cup, but with both hands. And tilt it and drink very calmly. I don't know why you're struggling with this. Here you go.
I don't believe you. And she just takes all her hair, grips it with one hand, and just dunks her head in.
And then when you pull back up, he'll stare at you. And you can tell that he is doing his absolute best to make sure that the both of you can walk out of the barn normally and go over to where the horses are and not get stuck there for the next couple of hours. remind me of how we were after that big party that we went to in Telduria.
And she wipes across her face once. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan for later.
He'll look down at the bucket and then back up at you, and then back down at the bucket. Why am I getting turned on by this? It's milk.
Dude, my sister's a slut, man.
Alright, let's go meet an old friend. And probably pick out a horse for you too, or something. Have you ridden a horse before?
No. I think I've seen I've seen a live horse. I don't think I've touched a live horse.
He'll think for a moment and open his mouth, then stop, and then open his mouth again and say, well, I believe you are quite proficient with how to ride a horse, considering you know how to ride a cowboy instead. Also, dear, I think you need to pick a different image. The arrow is blocking Luna's face.
I will not pick a different image.
Can you at least remove the arrow?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second.
Thank you.
Go find it.
You can download it from Fugi.
Oh, I can?
You should be able to. It's the same image, isn't it?
I don't see a download section, but I did just get the... Oh, no, the image turned into a JPEG.
Oh.
Lovely. No worries, it's fine. I can find the file.
You know what? Let me just transform you and turn you around then. I'll just do that. Oh no, that's even worse. Now your ass is in Luna's face. Never mind.
No, this is perfect. The angle for the horse talking is actually perfect.
Yeah, the angle for the horse talking is perfect, but not the fucking arrow. All right, you know what? Whatever.
The movie.
Lemao get arrowed, nerd.
Anyway. You walk into the barn and there's several horses there, and you'll find one that is actually quite old. Probably just a few years left before it actually passes. And he'll walk over to it, and he'll look at you and he'll say, you promise not to laugh, right?
Yes, of course.
So, I was the one that named this horse, and because when I first met this horse when it was born, at night, I called it Night Rider.
She doesn't say anything. She doesn't laugh. But there is a small smirk on her face. No, I think that's cute. And just looks at the horse. Hello, Night Rider.
Roll handle animal.
Honestly, I was starting to think you'd let me make a will save for that. To say that with a straight face.
If you feel that you can, then you can. If you feel that you can't, then you can. Anyway,
No.
You reach your hand out, and the horse is relatively calm, and you gently pet its muzzle, I think. Yeah, it's muzzle. And you can see that it is quite calm, and everything else. He goes, yeah, this is the one that I'll be riding, unless you would prefer to ride him. You are much lighter than I am, after all.
But you're so familiar with him. No, this is your old friend. I think you should be.
don't mind, and I'm sure he doesn't mind either.
No, she shakes her hand. I think it's right this way.
The horse got bigger because the arrow got removed.
Oh no, the horse put on its heels and it grew an inch.
Alright, well, just pet it for a little while, and I'll go get a saddle for you so that you can understand how heavy those things are.
She'll just move around the horse, try to get a look from several angles. Pat its back. Try not to spook it.
What does the horse say?
Horse.
Really?
Thanks, dear.
What? You sound annoyed when you know this is entirely in character of what I would do. You asked me, you know me the best out of everybody here, and somehow you're surprised that I make the horse say horse.
The only thing that I'm surprised is that when you talk, you're using a deer instead of a horse.
That is not a deer, that is a horse.
No, it's a deer.
You will not rage bait me. I am moisturized today.
But is it a Jedi though?
To become a Jedi, I must become a horse. Jedi horse from Burberry.
Alistair returns and he hands you a saddle. A 22-pound saddle.
Wait, I need to check something.
Yeah, can you carry that?
No. I'm in medium load now.
Heavy, isn't it?
No. Oh yeah. She buckles a bit under the weight before she catches herself, and she's like, "Yeah, no, that's a lot of leather."
You probably should have paid attention in your physical education. Did more than just a couple of push-ups. He says, trying to tease you, even though he always sounds monotone.
I can do more than a couple of push-ups.
Yeah, couple and plus one, sure. And he'll take the saddle from you, holding it very calmly and casually with one hand. Well, go pick out a horse, and I'll teach you how to put the saddle on.
I guess you just go through all of the other horses and see which one is the most chill with her.
Roll handle animal.
Up, enter.
Alright, so you walk through and you interact with some of the horses. Some of the horses don't pay attention to you at all. Other horses turn to the side or turn away from you. But there is one horse that leans over and looks at you when it sees that you're there. As you tentatively get close and reach out a hand so that it can smell you and you can pet its face and everything else, when you turn around and you're like, okay, I picked this one. You find a small tugging at your hair because the horse is now chewing at the very end of your hair.
No! She tries to duck away and reel her hair back in. No! That's supposed to be the slang!
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. They kind of put everything in their mouth. They're like children. She's probably not actually eating it, but she is certainly chewing on it. Here, let me help.
Oh.
And he'll very calmly move his hand along the side of their jaw and pull your hair out and everything else. There you go. This one's called Wednesday Race. He says, pointing to the sign that's on the door.
All right. Well, hello, Wednesday Race. Do you want to? And now she faces the same dilemma as Alistair before with the cow.
Do you want
Stops
to...
for a moment. Oh, whatever. Be ridden by me today. She finishes the sentence, same
see.
as Alistair before.
And he'll just smile and shake his head. Does the horse have a response?
The horse is just gonna stare. Blink one eye after another. I mean, it's not moving away from you. Or anything.
Alright, so this is what you have to do with the saddle, okay? And he'll hand it back to you. You need to try and lift it all the way up to the horse. See this bump here? This is what you hold on to when you're riding if you don't want to hold on to the reins. So this goes towards the front of the horse. This bump here goes towards the back, okay?
Okay. And she lifts it up.
Strength check.
Oh boy. What the
Failure.
Kill the horse. No, you don't.
Good job. Not bad. And then underneath, you'll see the strap. So you have to pull it from that end and pull it over here, which he's just doing for you. Run it through the loop and make sure that it's tight, but not too tight, because you want to be able to actually make sure that you don't slide off, but you don't want to squeeze it so much that it's uncomfortable for them. Alright, and then you have to try and get on. See this part right here? This is the strap. You have to put your foot in and pull yourself up just that leg, and then fling the other one over.
Okay.
Strength
And-
check.
Strength? Not even climb? Damn.
You managed to successfully do it. Good job,
Nice.
says the horse.
Managed.
What the fuck?
Says the horse. Alright, there
Nice.
you go. So here are the reins. If you want to go forward, just very carefully tap your heel against their side. That'll indicate for them to go. If you want them to turn left or right, simply grab the reins and turn. Pull in a direction and the horse will go in that direction. If you want to stop, it's a verbal command called whoa.
Forward, side, stop. Okay, got it.
Alright. Go ahead and try and take her out of the barn. Go slow. Roll handle animal. It's a bit shaky, but you do manage to get them out of the barn. How does the horse feel?
It's being ridden.
Well, you're the horse today.
How long has it been since somebody like rode this horse?
I'll say probably about a week.
Okay, I would say that it's pretty excited. It's pretty itching to go.
Not long after Luna leaves the barn, Alistair sets up his horse and leaves as well. And he'll turn his horse towards the nearby forest, and the both of you will calmly and casually just ride out in that general direction. It's just a walk. It's not really so much as a trot, but riding a horse nonetheless. After some silence, he'll go, so you leave in, I think, 2 more days. Is there anything else that you would like to do while you're here, or?
It's her head. She thinks a bit left and right. Oh, that was the old city ruins I wanted to go to at some point. And then don't know. As long as I can spend the time with you, I'm having fun. That doesn't really matter what we do.
Well, that is a
But,
very sweet sentiment. I also know that you get bored when you don't have that much to do. And I hope you don't take it the wrong way. But you are a bit of a handful when you're bored.
No, you don't want me turning your house upside down. I get it. I've actually not very often been on a boat. Do you think we could maybe get on a boat?
Well, this is a landlocked city, so no. We'd
There are
have to go
rivers,
back-
right?
There's an Ardwall, by the way.
We'd have to go back.
Want to make that very clear.
We'd have to go back to
Yeah.
Ardwall if you would like to get on a boat there. I don't mind paying for a small ferry or a little dinghy for us to paddle about in for a couple of hours. But that will probably be something for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's definitely not for today, but I think if you're up for it, it could be nice.
Sure, we can do something like that. As the conversation starts to come to a close, though, you do hear the sounds of another horse dead sprinting in your general direction. You hear the clatter and clatter of its hooves against the ground as it sounds like they're trying to rush. And Alistair commands you to stop, as well as himself. And when he turns around, you notice that there is a courier rushing up to the both of you. He seems a bit miffed at this sudden interruption, especially when the courier starts chanting and repeating his name, saying that it's incredibly urgent news, to which Alistair will sigh and roll his eyes and go, okay, sure. Can it wait? To which the person will answer no. And he will announce that Telduria and Kelnor are now at war. His eyes will widen for a moment, and he'll go, oh. And he'll take the letter. To which he'll read over it for a moment, going through and skimming it as best as he can, before his eyes narrow and his face distorts into anger, and he'll read through it a second time, this time much slower. He'll look at the courier and he'll go, thank you. You can be on your way now. Here, as a tip. And he'll hand over a few small pieces of gold to the courier, and the courier will thank him before rushing off. He'll look at the letter again and then look over at you. Something's very wrong here.
I mean, yeah, we just got the worst message we could get.
No.
What in specific?
It says here that Kelnor invaded Tarantis a week ago. Now, if you are at a marching pace, it takes a little over 2 months to get from here to Tarantis. If you're rushing, without stops, you can cut it down to no less than 2 weeks. Why did it take him a week?
Well, there's two options. Either they knew about it beforehand, or he took the teleporter.
It wouldn't take a week to take the teleporter. And if we are being invaded, all the teleporters are to be shut down. Now, I can test that very easily just by going to the Mercenary Guild and seeing if the teleporter is turned off. If it is, then we're at war. Which means this particular individual rushed here before the supposed invasion. Which means the council knew before I did. Do you know why that's a problem?
Because you're on the council, you're supposed to know what they know. That means they pulled some shit.
It's worse than that, dear. I am the head general of the Teldurian army. That is my role on the council. Why does the rest know before I do?
Because it's their fault.
We'll see what the story is, but know that I'm already upset. However, there is now a mild problem involving you. As much as I hate the fact that now I'm at war, and now I most likely have to go and fight many of your friends, since this is my country and I do have an oath to defend it, you can't get back home. So, this is your choice. You can march with me, or I can send you with, I don't know, 1 or 2 soldiers to protect you so that you can make your way to Dragonport. Hopefully Dragonport isn't under siege by the time that you get there, if you choose to go there, and then from there you can get a boat to sail to Ardwall. I can give you the funds to cover that so that you don't have to worry. That's option 1. Option 2 is that you follow me down to Tarantus. But if you do, I will have to conscript you. I can't just simply have a straggler in the army for the sake of having a straggler, even if we are dating. It is against army protocol. You have to be a soldier.
She sighs heavily, and she directs her horse to ride up right next to him. And she takes his hand. I can't fight for Telduria. Not after. No, it wouldn't be right.
I'm not really asking you to fight. I'm just saying that in order to march with us, you do have to be a soldier. Depending on the news that I hear when I get to Tarantus, I am probably going to send my army back here to defend my home.
Yeah, and I'm saying, as much as I would like to come with you, I don't want to fight for Telduria. I really don't. I want to fight, but not in like a stupid war like this. Not for this council. I'm sorry.
He'll nod.
I know you're on it.
That's fine. Are you sure that you'll be able to make the trip, though?
Probably. I mean, I can take care of myself. I'm in the mercenary guild. I've done missions alone, even though the one you know of didn't end all that well. I'll be more careful. Promise.
It's not really a matter of that. Do you know how to survive in the forest? It is quite a long walk to get there. Even if I were to send someone to protect you along the way, you would still have to, not starve. And that's assuming that I can get someone to escort you there. Because if I can't, then I'm not letting you walk alone.
I can make it. We can pack some more Russian rations that last long. I don't think I'll even have to catch something, and even if I have to, I can manage.
don't think you understand what my priority here is. My priority is to protect you. If I can't get someone to do that for me, then I will do so personally. And since I cannot go to Dragonport, I hope you understand what I'm saying.
You're saying you're going to desert if it comes to that?
No, I'm saying that I will most likely either forcefully conscript you, or I will treat you like a prisoner of war.
She died. I suppose there's no way around it. Just don't make me fight my friends, not to the death.
I already told you that we're probably not going to engage the enemy, even if we were to get there. It all depends on what I hear when I get there. I already expect it to be terrible news, or a lie. So my expectations are already low. But like I said, I will see if I can get someone to escort you first. If I can't, then you're coming with me. Understand?
She nods. Yeah, I understand. Let's try to make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah. It's going to take you to a flower field at the end of this forest, but I guess that'll just have to wait until this war is done. He'll turn the horse around and command you to follow.
And Luna will just follow without any further argument, I suppose.
When you get back, he'll take you to his house, ask you to stay there while he leaves for several hours. And when he comes back, assuming you don't distract him, quote unquote.
Not yet.
You'll see that he has some terrible news to tell you. Well, there isn't a single person that I can send with you. Every single soldier here has sworn loyalty to me, so if I am marching to Tarantis, they are marching with me. There isn't a single one who will take a job to march you down to Dragonport. Though I have a feeling that that is not actually the reason. I think you have annoyed them a little too much, and they don't want to spend time with you alone.
She'll just cross her arms and look away.
You went to the barracks without my permission again, didn't you?
I technically never entered the barracks.
Why do you insist on taunting my soldiers?
I am just keeping them entertained because they are very bored.
They are bored, or you are bored?
They like chasing the rat, and she picks up a small, rat plushie with her mage hand.
So it's you. He'll sigh, and then he'll set a uniform down on the counter and go, I know it's not particularly your style, but you will have to wear that while you are in the march with the rest of us.
She inspects the uniform. What does this uniform look like? What pieces does it consist of?
It is incredibly basic. Your average fare of what a medieval soldier would be wearing. So, pants that cover everything, a cloth shirt, and then the armor set beside it is mostly just coif, though he did net you specifically some plate It doesn't cover everything, it's not fully custom fitted plate, but it is plate to add some extra protection. He even got you a helmet, to which you can tell that there was a very recent modification to it, cut out to hold your ears so that they can actually, push through. And it was done very crudely, probably by him.
He just looks at him and he's just, well, it's not the nicest outfit you ever got me, but I'll wear it anyways.
It's not really an outfit. And also, all of your best outfits look nicer on my floor.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Unfortunately, not this one.
I'm sure this one too.
He'll sigh and go, yeah, I tried to make the joke too. Not really feeling it right now.
Yeah. Well. How long do we have until we have to go?
We'll be leaving tomorrow morning. It'll take a while for the soldiers to get ready. But it is a rush order, so they're all returning to the barracks, gathering their belongings, and the rest of the town is gathering supplies for the army itself. If you want to help, you can go to the south end of town and assist people in hooking up the various wagons, as well as putting in the various crates of material that we'll need.
She stretches. That sounds really boring. Why don't I just waste your time instead?
If you would like to stick by me, that's fine, but I'm going to be walking around town giving orders. Okay?
Really? Can't even use the last day of my shortcut break. Oh. And she looks at him.
I'm sorry.
Please.
Again, I'm sorry.
Please, 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 please.
And you're gonna have to start acting like a soldier, so no.
She just sits down and slumps over the chair. She's not feeling this right now.
I'll give you a couple of minutes, but you do have to change.
Sure. Why do you need to give me a couple of minutes? Just not like you haven't watched me change before. She just takes off her top.
He turns around and goes, because I only have a couple of minutes, and I cannot be tempted, not even by you.
Man, this sucks. And she just complains while she starts dressing in this uniform.
When you're done, he turns back around. He'll say, if it's any consolidation, you do look cute in that helmet.
I'll take it.
Alright. Let's go. We have to go down to the siege of Tarantus. If the words are to be true, they'll be holding it down for almost 2.5 months by the time that we get there. So, best make haste.
Sure, but you're not gonna have me sleep in the barracks, right? That would just be unfair.
You do realize that the barracks stay here, right? Because the barracks is a building. Are you talking about the communal tent with the rest of the boys? No, because you're mine.
Good.
He'll think for a
All
moment
right.
and go, Are you sure you don't want to be a prisoner of war? I'm sure you'd like that experience. It comes with chains.
Look, the cuffs and the chains are nice and all, but they need to come off at some point, and that point is not more than 24 hours. So no.
Disappointing. Alright. Then let's get going. And that'll be the end of today's session, because today's session is going to be relatively short.
Hooray! War!
We did it!
Hooray! War! Hooray!
Yay!
Alright, well, I'd like to thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, and good night.
See ya!